their ideas and decisions and, are the ones that we should follow. I can't understand that. And some of them are highly educated, whether it's educated or miseducated. They keep wanting to tell us what to do.
How is that though?
I can't understand it. I don't even want to go into the 8% because it don't make sense. They didn't even take time to show any figures. Nathan Simmons and them coming into the legislature acting big and boast with the belly, the button, them bosses.
Well, you don't behave yourself this good stuff.
I'm behaving, man. The people suffering. It's frightening out there. You know what that's causing? It's causing unrest that the other young punks around the society feel, your boy up there in high office ain't doing what I'm supposed to do, and we're going to do what we want.
Carla. See, if you follow the story, how the story go, right?
Speak up.
If you follow the story, how the story go. The governor got we in this mess because of the last legislature that the last set of them gave the governor hand to borrow money, and the money was supposed to take us so far, but the money done before because nobody followed the money.
Wait, who had the money?
Eh?
Who did he give the money to?
The governor got the money.
The authorization to borrow.
The authorization to money. Where did the money go? Who borrowed the money?
That's what nobody ain't coming up to say where the money went because nobody follow it.
That's
now,
my point.
This legislature is trying to help, but what the people them is doing is not the people them, the union them, and they got some people doing it too. They're trying to make it look or blame this legislature for the problem they're in. All they're doing is trying to help. They're coming up with solution. The solution may not be the best solution. The 8% is not the best solution, but everybody should come to the table and bring something instead of they're criticizing and saying we're going to take to court. Let's go to the table.
You're making sense.
And fix it.
Okay, you're making sense, but that's exactly my point. We come to the table, and the people in official capacity, they with the higher salaries, want to tell us. They don't want to talk. They want to tell us what they're thinking, and their thinking ain't right. Let me show you what I'm trying to say to you. There's a fellow that comes on the radio and he keeps saying, shut the government down. If you shut the government down, and you got to understand the figuration of this, it's no cost for the amount of days that you shut the government down. There's no cost. There would be no need for no strike. There would be no need for no 8%. There would be no need for no layoff. Shut the government down. Shut everything down.
So how many days we got to shut the government down?
About 5 days.
And what happened to services?
What services?
The government exists to provide services.
Name the service you're getting. Legislature? Executive?
Behave.
Judicial?
You see,
getting nothing. All we're getting is a bill.
You see, what you're saying is a solution also. My thing to it is the 4-day weekend.
No.
You got to afford, listen for a second, right? If you go to a 4-day work week, these people who saying they can't afford the 8%, there's nothing they could do because we work in 4 days. Now, the 4 days could be where you work half day on Friday because people who making $120,000, $98,000, they got to take the cut, and it's a tier system, the same tier system that they don't want. It's the same tier system going to be in effect if you go to a half day on Friday or to a 4-day weekend.
Namesake, listen to what we're saying to you again.
We're just looking at solution. We're just trying out things.
Listen to the solution what you're saying again. When you go to the 4-day weekend, are you going to pay us our same pay we who making down in the 20s?
Yeah, you're going to get your same pay, but you don't get paid for that 1 day that you ain't working.
That's the point we're trying to make. You cannot do that. You cannot do that to the people on that low salary. Do you think that those salaries are being paid to the top executive that this government with our tax-based system can support? And then the retirement can later on when you're going to cut the government?
No,
it can't work.
Definitely.
And you know something else? I had a conversation with somebody.
You got to speak up. I can't help you.
I had a conversation with somebody on the issue. And they said to me, but Carol, you know that the impact of the 8% or any cut impacts St. Croix differently than it would St. Thomas? And I said, well, explain. They said, because, the average St. Thomas have 2 or 3 jobs. And for the most part,
we don't have the jobs.
We don't have the jobs. So we're going to suck salt even worse.
Okay, let's look again. As you say, we're looking for solution. Mr. Hess polluted our South Shore. Is there any fines or anything? Mr. Hess came to us to renegotiate our plant to bring in a poisonous agent on our land. The price of oil, there's no oil shortage. Why is the price of oil high? Then again, what is the price of oil in Venezuela that he is getting it for? Can't we buy from Venezuela?
He got the low,
I ain't talking about the kind he's buying.
Okay.
What is his price to him? When he get it now, he's selling it to us an oil market price. These people are setting us up. People don't want to say it. This is a black-white issue.
They don't buy oil only from Venezuela,
We're not worrying about what they buy.
I'm
Can
just
we,
telling you,
as a WAPA, the government of the Violin Islands, get a cheaper price just from somewhere else?
But is that the energy source that we want going into the future?
But the LIAC is what's broken on.
Yeah, and we need, and with regards to the LIAC, we need an immediate.
But we paying for the LIAC
relief. We need some immediate relief, and we need long-term relief.
But the long-term relief,
Mm-hmm.
the long-term relief is first of all a part-time legislature.
Boy, you should have come to the
negotiating table.
The tongue meeting.
They should have come to the tongue meeting, my son.
What tongue meeting and they keep it a place I can't find?
I joined us St. Thomas. You're afraid to go there? You look like you're afraid to go there.
I asked the security guard with this Indian, where is this Indian
good for you. You could
museum?
have called me and find out.
Where is this Indian museum?
Indian museum is the Indian Cultural Center. Is going towards.
Expensive thing. Nobody know where it is.
Yeah, right there in St. Thomas. How I find it and execution?
Yeah, because you get personal invitation.
I coordinated it. Me and Joe Bain.
Why I put it there and then put it where we could come?
Stop it, man. Let me go ahead.
High school auditorium.
Since when you afraid to go any place in St. Thomas?
I wasn't afraid. I can't get in that circle wrong. You can't go through the an arrow pass in the other way that lead me
And the
back.
place where you might be the only one come for it, because that place was standing room only.
With black people?
Over 200 people been there.
It had
asking you again, what was the ratio?
It had black, it had
white.
What
was the ratio?
I don't know. Me count it. Let's go. Talk.
Oh, you in with them?
What? Stop your nonsense with me this morning. You hear?
All I'm saying is the solution is we must look at the fact that our tax base, all the people who are making the money, the hotels, tax exempt, property tax exempt.
They were saying the same things you say now.
Of course they got to say, but they ain't going to do it.
No, when I said they, I talking about the business community,
Yeah, because no, you don't understand. We are getting hit with the LIAC 4 times. We're getting hit to pay our light bill. We're getting hit with it at the supermarket. And then we're getting hit with it now that they're going to threaten the people and to lay them off. We are using... I had to go to the bank to pay my light bill.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pay it out my check. And I gonna got a man making $240,000 to fail.
Carla, we gonna let you go and you can call back.
You gonna call us back?
I ain't calling you back. I'm gonna listen, but I ain't calling you back. My point is we got to adjust these salaries. If these people can do that good for our government for these high price, let them go. Private.
Right. We need to go to the room and sit down, man.
Let them
really
go private. Well, Carol will tell you how we're going to get in touch. And, because, like I say, if it is not the people at our age who are going to solve this problem, we'll be exploited again.
Okay,
right.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you all for bringing up the issue.
All right, thanks. Good morning, Carla.
Pleasant good morning.
Morning. How are you this morning?
I'm blessed.
Good.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's great. It's a beautiful Sunday.
As usually in our beautiful Virgin Islands.
Of course. I think that the senator should repeal the Economic Stability Act in view of the fact that there's an avalanche of lawsuits to come.
You got more coming? You heard of more?
That's what I heard so. How many unions we have here in the territory?
Oh, geez, Bird. Quite a bit. Yeah, quite a bit.
What is a domino effect?
You got teachers union.
The lining up one behind each other?
Yeah.
Principal Union, United Steelworkers,
Yeah.
SIU. You go down the line, they got them.
Right. So in view of that, I think that the senators should repeal the act, and it's not too late. You could start over.
I think they're working on that, you know.
Yeah.
I heard something through the grapevine that they're trying to repeal, that they got some senators from St. Thomas that ain't too done with it, and the governor ain't done with it either.
Right. Because I think people are willing to make concessions because we understand it's a structural deficit. And we're going to have to make some tough choices.
And when you say we, Carla, you mean all of us? All of us, right?
Yes, all of us.
Okay.
In this boat together. And it's sad that some people's salaries are going to be cut and they can't maintain the lifestyle. But some people are struggling just to maintain life. And we got to do this in an equitable manner because, yes, I understand we all got to share the pain. But at the same time, my issue is you should never, ever pass a law that would impair the collective bargaining agreement. And that's the issue for me. But it's not like anybody criticizing public officials. I am commending them for trying to do something to resolve this issue. And just pray that they make amend and come to the people and say, you know, look, maybe it's a mistake and we're willing to listen and sit down to the negotiation table and hear what you have to say. Mm-hmm. Instead of just going ahead and say, well, okay, we're going to do it anyway. 8% across the board cut.
Well, you know who I'd like to hear from? I would like to hear from the unions that I'm hearing on the radio that, or I signed the paper one time too, that unions agree to the 8% cut. I would like to hear from those union presidents who agree to this 8% cut, because all we are hearing from is AFT members. I would like to hear from the AFT president. And
well, you know what's missing, though? I think the lack of, there was probably merely a gentleman's agreement, meaning I give you my word. And had it been done more, I guess, in terms of buying into the concept and agreeing on behalf of the union, because there's nothing to prove other than your word against mine, that you agree, you meaning the union, because that's what the senators are saying. And I know for a fact that there was a meeting with the unions down in Frederickston, and they came. I wasn't at the meeting, but, you know, we're told that the unions agreed, and now they're backing away from it. So that's what's hard for us in terms of believing, you know, but the thing here is the gray area. What authority would a union representative have to agree without the support of its membership?
That's true.
And so that's on them, because they didn't engage their membership, or either they didn't do it or they didn't do it right. And so it exposed them, and now to fix it, they have to, you know, go and file these legal challenges against the government because of their own action or inaction. That's right. How I see that.
Well, I think we all make mistakes.
Right.
We all make mistakes, and I think it's a communication breakdown. Because the union...
That's why it should have been done.
Yeah, a collective bargaining agreement has to be ratified by the majority of the members. And
we love... Carla, Harry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but just so that since, because we're on the topic, if any union representative wants to call in and help us to clarify the issue, feel free to call in. Go ahead, Carla.
I would like to hear from them.
Yeah, go ahead, Carla. What you were saying?
When I called the show one Saturday, and I said Tito Morales was on the airwaves saying that that law would